That's right. There was an absence of Hawkeye football this weekend, and to be honest with you, Alec, I woke up not really knowing what to do with my whole day.
Well, Jacob, we have enough stories about former and current Hawkeye players to hopefully hold you over till next week. Last Friday night, a former Hawkeye football player brought home a Hawkeye victory in the wrestling ring. Daily Iowan TV's Bo Bowman was ringside with Steve Manders for the big event.
I'm here ringside with former Hawkeye Steve Manders. Steve, how are you feeling about the match tonight?
Thanks, Bo, for having me on Daily Iowan. Real excited. Hawkamania, QC Cup on the line. It's going to be a good one. It's a great day to be a Hawkeye.
How do you feel about the atmosphere here tonight?
Oh, I'm excited, man. Hawkamania is going to be fun. I'm excited. Friday the 13th, ready to rock and roll. Joe Asa for the QC Cup. Let's go.
Manders took on defending champion Joe Acer for the Quad City Cup on Friday night, and Manders' home field advantage in Iowa City definitely helped propel him to his Hawkeye victory to bring the QC Cup to Iowa City for the first time ever. From Iowa City, Bo Bowman, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Big congrats to Steve for his accomplishment on Friday. Now, Manders wasn't the only Iowa alum making waves this weekend. Former Hawkeye quarterback C.J. Beathard came in for the San Francisco 49ers for a struggling Brian Hoyer in their game against the Washington Redskins yesterday.
Beathard completed 19 of 36 passes and threw for 245 yards and a touchdown, including one 31-yard completion to another former Hawk and teammate George Kittle, and a 45-yard bomb to Aldrick Robinson for Beathard's first career touchdown pass in the NFL.
Despite late efforts by Beathard, the Niners were not able to pull out the win in this one. Here's what Beathard had to say after the game.
What was the thrill like just that last drive? You got a chance to bring the team down for a little.
Oh man, I mean that's something we dream about, and unfortunately we weren't able to finish there. But we got a lot of improving to do, and just keep building and keep getting better as the weeks go on.
Did you get you the ball back?
I don't know. One of the ball boys asked me if I wanted to keep it, and I was like yeah, but after the game because. Felt like it was, a little lucky to keep that ball in the game. But
Beathard and the Niners will host the Dallas Cowboys this Sunday, looking for their first win of the season. And Niners coach Kyle Shanahan said that Beathard has the starting role moving forward.
This weekend, the Iowa field hockey team hosted two Big Ten matchups and walked away both times on the short end of the stick.
On Friday, the Hawks took an 8th-ranked Northwestern team into overtime at 4s after Iowa's Maddie Murphy tied the game with less than 2 minutes left in the second half.
But in the end, the Hawks were no match for the Wildcats, giving up the game winner to Northwestern's Sophia Miller.
The girls in black and gold weren't able to bounce back on Sunday after giving up 3 goals to the 3rd-ranked Michigan team, despite adding 2 of their own in the second half. Here's what the team had to say after the game on Sunday.
So we knew that Michigan were going to be a really strong team. I think they haven't lost their past 9 games or something. So yeah, we were definitely ready and up for the challenge. I feel like we performed for the most of the game. The final 10 minutes of the first half, we completely dropped off, which was when Michigan could capitalize. But yeah, I think we really brought it today to them, and we were up for it for sure.
Against these harder teams, you have to start out strong in order to stay strong, and we got to dictate the tempo and just stay strong the whole time.
Again, the same theme as our possession. Really what hurt us was just actually some stick-to-stick passing that we could and being able to keep the ball on the field. And then last thing is just our team defense. Okay, we're getting better, but the goals we're giving up, we're giving up with numbers.
The Hawks will travel to East Lansing this Friday to take on the Michigan State Spartans in the first of their last 2 Big Ten matchups.
The Iowa baseball team wrapped up their black and gold World Series with a decisive Game 3 victory on Friday afternoon.
The gold team used some of its momentum it gained in Game 2 after a walk-off win courtesy of Tyler Cropley to come back on Friday to win Game 3 and the series crown. Even though the game only lasted 3 innings, Coach Heller said the boys were just as competitive.
Oh, they're competitive. They're competitive because the losing team has to buy dinner for the winning team. So they're excited and getting after it. It really brings some life to the games here at the end of the fall when they sometimes can drag, and we're not allowed to play a lot of games in the fall. So playing outside competition, that usually gets you going, but we don't have that. So this is the next best thing.
That's it for us in the sports studio. Be sure to tune in tonight and tomorrow for our programming, but for now, we're going to throw it back to the desk.